Hi, this is Dave K. This is a very short video about the Leatherman Minitool. I was asked to do this by one of my subscribers on YouTube, Josh Will4, who I know has recently acquired and done his own review of the Minitool. So here's my take on it. The Leatherman Minitool was Leatherman's second production multi-tool. It was introduced in 1986. It remained in production for 18 years before being phased out in 2004. The concept behind the Minitool was really quite simple. It was intended to be a smaller, more compact tool for carry than its predecessor, the PST. Despite the small, compact, folded stature though, the Minitool is remarkable for the simple reason that by extending the handles out completely you actually have a full-size set of pliers. So these are actually identical in size to the PST, as you can see there. There's a cost to that, and that is the number of tools that are actually available within the handles. So whereas the PST has a selection of screwdrivers, good sized knife and a file, the Minitool is much restricted. There is a blade, it's about 1.5 inches long. It's quite a capable blade, but small. And in the other handle there is a screwdriver with a flattened area for a it's a file with a screwdriver tip. I know that the screwdriver tip is very susceptible to snapping and breaking, presumably because of the hardness of the steel used for the file, but it's better than no screwdriver if you need one. In addition to that, within the handle extensions, on one side you've got a bottle opener, which does function, and on the other side a can opener. They work, they do work. Not as good as the PST components in my opinion, but they work okay. So as far as I know, the Minitool is fairly unique. I'm not aware of any other full-size pliers that fold down to such a compact frame, and despite its perhaps lack of usefulness, I do actually quite like the Minitool, and I quite often carry one of these around with me in my bag or in the bottom of a coat pocket. Just a couple of interesting points. Like the PST, the Minitool did evolve during its 18-year life somewhat. This is a fairly early model, so I would think this is probably somewhere around the late 1980s. And this displays, as the PST did, just simple wire cutters built into the pliers. Just hold that up. Whereas this later model, I forget the date, but I'll look at the date codes in the handle. This one was made in August 2000, and like all Leatherman tools, the more recent ones actually display a hard wire cutter notch in the pliers. So that shows that they did evolve the tool slightly during its existence. Beyond that, I think pretty much everything stayed the same. As you can see, I've got a few of these things. I do quite like them and I have a fondness for them, including a black oxide version. Essentially exactly the same tool. This one's a 1997 model, and as you can see, it's finished in black oxide. So, you seem to see fewer of these around these days than the stainless steel finished models. And that really is all I can think of to say about the Minitool. It is what it is. It's of interest to me as a multi-tool collector. There are a number of features that were incorporated into the Minitool which we didn't see again until Leatherman released the Micra and what have you. And the fact that you've got a capable set of full-size pliers available make it a very nice tool indeed. So that's all I've got to say on that. This is Dave K. Thank you very much for watching, and watch out for some new videos in the near future. Thanks.